Peace, love, and happiness coming to each and every one of y'all. Just thought I'd drop a little something and talk to you about 1099 employees or contractors, whatever you want to call them. If y'all know me, I'm currently sidelined right now from one big entity that has decided that the workers can sit at home while they hash things out in the political scene. So if you know me, you know I'm not just one to just sit at home and not do anything. So I said, let me get out there and see what I can find out there in those streets. And I found that 1099 employment is available to most of us, whether you do Uber Eats, whether you do door dashing, whether you do photography, whether you do dog sitting, pet sitting. There's a lot of things out there that we can do to make a little extra change to help pull us through, because it's kind of rough out there for us right now. It's a lot of employees that is their sole, means of income. And I want y'all to really look into 1099, not just because of the income, but because of the other benefits that employees get, or contractors get. Now, this is just for educational purposes, right? You got to go out there and do a little homework on yourself, and I go take a look at the Money Nista. She's on all platforms, and she'll give you a little insight on what a 1099 employee involves, and what type of benefits they have. And I decided that, I can't just sit at home all day and watch TV and watch the news and, hope that they're going to open things back up and get me off the sideline, because I'm one of the people. I like to be in the game. And if I can't be in the game on that field, I'm gonna go to another field and I'm gonna see if I can get in the game there. And that's exactly what I did. So I'd encourage all of you to get out there and explore the 1099 world, because it's some opportunities out there that are just being left on the table. And like I said before, it's not just about the income, right? People think, I'm just not gonna make enough money. Well, this is mainly not just for right now, in between time. In the meantime, you can get some 1099 employment going, and you can carry this forward. Once things open back up and you get back to your regular 9 to 5, you can use this as a quote unquote side hustle. And like I say, if you listen to the Money Nista, she doesn't use that term side hustle. It's another means of creating some income, a money stream. I'm not gonna say income, money stream, something that is going to be looked at differently in the tax world. So a lot of you that are real discouraged and you are upset that all of the politicians are helping out their big boys in the corporations and getting all these tax breaks, well, you can get some of those tax breaks too. You just have to put in the work. And so stop, complaining and get in the game, because if you don't get in the game, there's no opportunity to win the championship. And, I decided I wanted to get in the game and do something else. And there's opportunities out there for everybody. Like I say, a lot of people get out there and they make YouTube videos and they get AdSense and they get revenue off of that. That's one way, 1099. And some people get out there and they got their own delivery service. They're delivering, meals, they're delivering products to this place or that place, and they act as an independent contractor. And that is where you get the benefits when you start writing stuff off. Like I say, this is for educational purposes only, but I'm telling you, if you take a little bit of your spare time, and put that to use, time that you use watching Netflix, time that you use that you going to the club or really doing nothing, just sitting around playing video games or whatever, you could get out there and make a little quick cash, and then being able to write off things like fuel, repairs for your car, and cell phone bill. If you got a home office, there's certain things that you can write off there. And like I say, I'm not the expert in this. I'm just trying to share some of this knowledge with you all. I was sitting around and I said, I can't do this. I can't just be in the house every day doing little to nothing, just watching the news. So I had to be productive. And I'm not saying that, y'all are not being productive out there. I know, some people, they have things going on in their life and they can put their time to good use. But like I say, you don't get more time. That's your most precious resource is your time, and you want to use it wisely. So while we're here, why not take the time and educate yourself on how to get some of what the big boys are getting, how to get in their lane, and while you're doing it, while you out there hustling and getting your 1099 revenue, you start to meet people and you start to learn other things from people that may be smarter than you. And I ran into a few folks and they're business owners, and I mean, just by a smile on my face, dropping off a delivery or something, and started a conversation. Next thing you know, when I see him again, I already have an opening there. So I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. Like I say, I normally don't do this. This is my first little thing. I may get on here and talk about some other subjects or whatever, but like I say, I just wanted to light a fire up underneath y'all. This is off the cuff. I didn't really know what I was gonna say, but 1099 employment or 1099 contractor type work, you working for yourself basically. You getting out there hustling. And you might want to eventually, take something out your little 401k and buy your little van and start, delivering things. Get your little box truck and then start getting on the road. And you working for yourself, and then you get those benefits of being like a business owner, those tax write-offs, those deductions, because we the ones getting hit. The W-2 employees, the wage earners, we're the ones getting hit with the most taxes. So instead of complaining about all those politicians, and I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but those people that's getting the most out of it, it's because they're business owners and they're serving the community. So how can you serve the community and get on your purpose? And to me, that's what purpose is. How am I serving humanity, right? So, and while doing that, why not be able to make money and then, keep more of the money that I make? So anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Shout out to Kimmy, shout out to Damo, shout out to Cam, shout out to Boogie. They motivating me. Go check out the Money Nista. I'm from the DMV, so yeah, you do hear a little go-go in the background. That's my mellow time. That's my mellow music right there. So anyway, peace, love, and happiness coming to each and every one of y'all. So I'll holler at y'all on the next one.